Skillsgrid, the theory. When we employ people, when we look at the success of an individual in the workplace or in a specific environment, we need to consider three things. I know, I can, I fit. Does the person have the knowledge to do the job? Does the person have the necessary skills to do the job? And does this individual actually fit the context or the working environment? To determine the knowledge is quite easy. We would look at the qualifications of the individual and probably also the experience. We need to map and to understand the skills that this individual have. And then the fit, we would look at the behavioral fit to the context and to the working environment. If we look at an example and we use the middle one, I'm a qualified medical doctor. It's quite easy to determine whether the person has got the knowledge. Does he or she have the medical degree? Can the person do the job and practice as a general practitioner? That would depend on, does this individual have the skill to actually execute and implement what they have learned during their medical degree years at varsity? And then thirdly, the person does have the knowledge, the person might have the skills, but does this person fit the environment where this person needs to work as a doctor on an oil rig for 10 years? I might have the knowledge and the skill, but this environment is not the environment that will suit my specific habits. So I need to look at what is the environment, and even if I have the knowledge and the skill, will I fit the environment and what is required of me to execute this job on a daily basis? So if we have all three of these in place, I know I've got the knowledge, I've got the skills, and this is what we will measure with the skills grid, and I have the necessary behavioral patterns or habits. This we measure with shadow match. If all three of these are in place, this will equal to a successful individual in the workplace. The purpose of a skills system, like the skills grid that we are positioning here, is to do a couple of things. I can do a skills audit of all the staff in my environment or in my company. I can identify skills gap trends. In other words, identify skill shortage trends in a company. I can recruit against skills as an additional workplace success enabler. I can create a benchmark of the skills of my top performers currently doing the job, and then when I recruit, match the skills of the candidate to the skills of the top performers. I can identify skill development programs. I can support optimal performance management with having knowledge of the skills of my employees. The skills grid system enables a company to host an updated skill register of all employees. People can monitor their self-development, as well as a company can monitor the self-development of employees related to the skills they need for success in the workplace. The skills grid system will enable a company to export data necessary for the skills deployment reports to government. On the skills grid system, you can search and find people for a job where specific skills are necessary, and you can search and find people with unique skills if and when needed for a specific job at hand.